Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a holiday inspired makeup look for you. I did use a couple different palettes and I did have also a red lip option. So if you want to see how to get this look and also see the red lip that I chose to use, then just keep watching. Okay, so I think for the foundation I want to use something that I don't really ever use on camera, and I don't know why, I just haven't reached for it in a while. And it's the starting off great, Dior Forever Matte, I believe it is, and it's in the shade, I think it's 0N, but I will have to search because I'm not 100%. So I have primed my face and moisturized, so I'm gonna just go in with this guy, and it's a tiny bit light. So I think I'm gonna mix in just a touch of the Bronzy drops and just like a pinch, about that much. And then we will mix this up. I know this one does oxidize a bit, so I didn't want to mix too many drops in there, but this one just seems so, like when I'm putting it on, you can see it's like almost like a paste. It doesn't feel bad on the skin, but it feels heavier than I guess what I'm used to. But then once you blend it out, it kind of blends out into like a powder feel. So once it's blended out, it feels nice. Just first getting it on, it's kind of like spackle. But if this is for like a holiday party or something, you want it to last. So I do feel like this would be a good option. But we are going into drier months, and I know a lot of people are maybe wanting to reach for something a little bit more moisturizing or glowy. But isn't it funny that in the winter months, a lot of people go for like matte foundations, when I feel like for me, it's the opposite. Like during the summer is when I need my mattest foundations because I'm oily like crazy. Is that just me? Gotta fluff. Like I feel like I used way too much on that side of my face because I have like no foundation left. It's just like it's hard to move, and I'm used to using the Glossier, so the Glossier is like, you know, it's in the name, stretch, so it definitely like, it's easy to blend, it's stretchy. Okay, so I'm just adding a tiny bit more, and this should be enough for the rest of my face. But yeah, I don't know, the Glossier, there's something about it that you don't need a lot, and it just goes a really long way. Try not to hit these massive earrings. And then my forehead, I hope I have enough. I should. I don't need too much coverage on my forehead. It's usually like my chin and my cheeks that I have the most redness, and I'll just randomly get like one kind of pimple on my forehead. Sometimes I get hives. I don't know why. Yesterday I was having multiple hives on my face and I'm not sure why, but they're gone. So okay, so this is what we're looking like. It is matte, but it does kind of have a bit of a glow to it. That could also be the Bronzy. I find that one has a tiny bit of a glow. And I always like to kind of like push it in with a sponge just to really make sure it Kind of sinks into the pores. Not sinks into them, but hides them. So just a touch on my nose here. See what I mean? It's like quite light. This one I didn't mix with the bronzy. And I think I did prime my eyelids already with the MAC Paint Pot. Same as always, soft ochre. But I do think I will go in with maybe the Natasha Denona concealer. I've been using Tower 28 a ton on my channel, so I think maybe I should switch that one up too. Maybe I need to put this more over here because I'm always going in, looking at my mirror. Okay, I'm just gonna move my mirror a tiny bit closer and poke my eye out. But yeah, how are you all doing? Are you shopping for Christmas? It's stressful. So much money. Just when you think you're done, you're like, oh yeah, I have to buy a present for so and so and so and so. And don't get me wrong, I love seeing people open their gifts and I love giving gifts, but everything is crazy expensive these days. So it's like, calm down, everybody. So I'm just spraying my beauty blender here, and I have my concealer, and then I'm just gonna grab my powder also. This is Givenchy. Okay. I find it doesn't come out even. Like, I don't feel like any of the pink powder came out on that one, but that's okay. And yeah, I haven't worn this one in a long time, but I do really, really like it. I feel like the Tower 28 kind of took over everything. I really like the Charlotte Tilbury one too. But I don't know, I haven't worn it in a while. I'm excited because my little nephew is coming for Christmas. He's only like 1.5. Not even, but it'll be exciting to see him on Christmas Day because they weren't here last year. He was only like 3 months old at that point. Sorry, 4 months old. So yeah, he's like 1 year and 4 months right now. Took me a minute there. Okay, so this I like to really just push in, as you can see, and then I'm just gonna take my brush and get rid of any of the, I think that made it worse. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my little black sponge, and then I just take a tiny bit and then just rub it on my hand first. Yeah, so Christmas, I don't know, stresses me out. I'm always worried that people will be sick because literally everyone is sick during this time of year, which is my anxiety. But anyway, hopefully everybody is good and healthy, and same with you guys. Just try to make sure I get a lot of rest. I feel like when I don't get enough sleep, that's when I get run down. All right, so I have no idea what I want to do for my eyes. I think I'd mentioned I was gonna use the Glam palette, but I don't think I will anymore. Because I used it yesterday, and I kind of was just like practicing what I wanted to do today. And the look I did was okay, but it's not exactly what I was going for. I'm going for more like smoky eye. I will do a red lip, but also a nude lip option, I think. Because I know a lot of people like to wear a red lip. Usually I do on Christmas Eve, but I think this year I might just do smoky eye nude lip. Because that's also my thing. But that's my thing like for every day. I've heard so many mixed reviews about this concealer. I've heard so many people love it, and then the people that don't like it really don't like it, and I'm like, huh? It's so good. But for me, it just depends on everyone's skin type, because sometimes people will be obsessed with concealers, and I'm like the only one in the world who doesn't like it, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like the Tower 28 at first, I did not love, and now I really, really like it. But it depends how much powder you use too. You have to be careful not to use too much powder, because sometimes I could love a concealer so much, and then I use too much powder on it, and I'm like, oh, this looks awful. As the day goes on, you know? It looks beautiful when you first apply it. Once it settles and everything, then it just doesn't look the same. Okay, so I just used that powder on the whole face too. I might go in later on if I have any shine with the NARS powder, but I don't think I'll need it because I'm looking more matte now. So that was this powder here. And I think for contour, we're gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. I saw Tanya B. Wells using this, and I was like, I really need to pull that out again and use it for my face. So I'm going to use this brush here. This is just an IT Cosmetics. I don't know the formal name of it, but it's all over and precision brush, just like this. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Chiseled, the creamy side. And I'm gonna do some contour. And I will actually bronze too, but for now, just contour. Is this looking patchy? Maybe not. I think it's just my baby hairs. I have to make sure to really like work product into my baby hairs. Otherwise it looks like it could be a little bit patchy. Because I know this formula isn't patchy. I love this formula. But yeah, are any of you going away for the holidays? What are you up to? We are staying right here. I think it would be so nice to go on like a tropical vacation for the holidays. Like I just think that would be so fun. Then you wouldn't be with the whole family. Like I have my aunts and uncles here that we spend Christmas Eve with, and my cousins. But I do have cousins also that are far away that I don't get to see, so that kind of sucks, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go in right here. I have a mark on my face and I'm not sure what that is. I think that was my sleep mask. I say the same thing all the time, my sleep mask. But I think it really is. I think it left a dent in my cheek there. I don't know if I've talked about this already, but when I worked at Lancome, we went to a school, and I remember them saying, oh, once you get in your 40s, you'll get like pillow marks on your face and it'll take more time for them to go away, as when you're in your 20s, they just bloop, plump back out. And I'm like, oh my God, it's true, because look, there's a mark on my face there too. It's not the makeup, it's my face. It's just the sleep mask marks. And I remember them saying you should start using moisturizer in your early 20s. And I think I always did ever since, because I don't know, I just remember that sticking in my head. All right, so we're just gonna blend that out a little bit. And then I'll grab my powder brush here. And then I'll go over the little bronzer just to kind of warm the face up a bit. We're looking pretty cool. And what bronzer do I want to use? I haven't used this one in a really long time. This is the Fenty Private Island. Do you want to use this one? Looks pretty warm. No, I'm gonna go in with Laguna. Sorry, just realized, like, I haven't used Laguna in a while either, because this is why. I have hardly any left. It's gonna just crumble soon. But this is one of my favorite bronzers. So this is Laguna 00. For all us pale gals out there, guys and gals, or anyone who likes to wear makeup. Yeah, I like that one. I really should buy a new one, but I kind of like just trying out other formulas. I really want to try, I heard that Dior bronzer is really, really nice, and I've never tried it. And one thing I can say is that I do, even though I have a billion bronzers, when I really like one, I can go through it quick. Especially when it's a color like this, where I feel like is lighter, and sometimes I need to build up a little bit more. So I feel like I'll go through that Pat McGrath bronzer pretty quick, because again, it's kind of like a little bit lighter, like this one, where you can just really build it. Are we too bronzed? Can't speak today. Bronzed. It's so quiet in here. The dog and the man are sleeping on the couch out there. I didn't kick them out, they were just there. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing a video, see you later. He's like, don't care. He's getting over being sick, so he's getting all his rest this weekend. The joys of being a teacher. It stresses me out. Does anybody else have anxiety like this over sickness? Anywho. Okay, so now I think we're gonna go in with a more neutral blush, because if I do a red lip, I want a more neutral blush. Sometimes I like going in with a more like rosy blush too, which I think makes you look just like pretty and, you know, like frostbitten. So usually I like going in with something like this, like a berry or like a rosy, like reddish color. So now I don't know which one I want to do. I was going to do Fresco because I haven't used this one in forever. I'm not sure. Okay, maybe let's just go in with Fresco. I'm not sure what was on this brush. I probably should have cleaned it first, but let's just go in and see. Pardon my like hive. I have a hive or something there. What do we think? I think that one's okay. Can always add another color on top if we don't like the one, the way this looks at the end. Okay, so let's just, went a little heavy on this side. Blend that out a bit. Let's do something fun for highlight. Let's go in with a little Fenty. This is How Many Carats, and this was 50% off during the Black Friday sale. I was like, ooh, because this is like a very popular. This is all glitter, so if you don't like that, you will not like this. But I do like to use it on my eyes, and I will probably use it on my eyes, but I think it's just fun for this time of year. So as you can see like the particles of actual glitter. So I'm gonna just quickly off camera do my brows and do my nose contour, and I will be right back for the eyes. All right, so brows are done. I have no idea which palette I want to use. So I want to use something that's still available. I was gonna use the Glam, but I don't really want to use that anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out two. I'll pull out the I Need a Nude, and I'll pull out Patrick Ta. So I think maybe I'll use both somehow. Maybe. We'll see. Do I look like Steve Jobs? I just thought of that. Like, I don't know. Anyway, okay, so let's go in with, I think we'll do Patrick Ta first, just because it has like the perfect neutrals. I feel like I want to do like an increasingly smoky eye, but I want to start off with like a smoky lash line. But I also want to do a tiny bit in the crease. So let's go with maybe these two first. So the second lightest shade in both, and I just dip in both of them. Oh, and one thing I do want to do, because I noticed with this palette for some reason, the black shade, even the powder for some reason will transfer to the top of my lid, and I don't know why. I don't know if I'm doing too thick of a wing, but for some reason it happens every time with this specific palette and not my other palette. So I'm gonna go with that lightest kind of beige yellow shade, and I'm just gonna put it over top of my eyelid because I don't want that to happen. And again, I don't know if it has anything to do with the paint pot, but I don't think it does, because I took the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette and used that black, and it didn't do that. So I don't know what's going on with that black shade, but for some reason, yeah, it happens to me every time. I'm sure I've already talked about this, but sorry. Fiance's like waking up. Anyways, so I'm just going kind of outward because I do want to kind of do like a smoky kind of like cat eye situation. So this is how we're looking so far. I'm gonna go in with, I think, this shade, which is the third. Actually, I wonder if I should go in with a liner first. No, I'm gonna do shadow. So that's the third shade on the bottom. And I'm just slowly going to smoke it up. Wonder if I should use a different brush for this. Because I gradually want to like go deeper and deeper near the lash line. So I made an order on Victoria Beckham Beauty. I ordered Ash again because I use it all the time. But they had a Cyber Monday sale. I think I ordered it on a Sunday because it was 20% off. Then on the Monday, they had 25% off plus free shipping. And I'm like, oh, why? I didn't even think about that. I already thought, okay, well, it's already on sale. It's not going to go on a bigger sale, but it did. And so now I'm like, I emailed them, but I don't think I've heard back yet. So I'm like, well, that sucks. I mean, I want to save money. Okay, so this is what we're looking like so far. I'm going to go in with maybe an angle brush. This is not the best one. This is the Makeup by Ariel, but I find it's kind of thick. So I'm going to go in with that deeper brown here. And I'm going to get like just a tiny bit closer to the lash line. And then I do eventually want to do the black. And I'll go in with an even smaller brush. I just don't know if this one is skinny enough for what I want to do. Like, it's not a super precise angled brush, you know what I mean? It's kind of like thicker. That's okay. I think it's doing what I need it to do. And then, like I said, we'll go in with that black. And I do want to add some sparkle on the lid as well. Gosh, my phone never stops with especially with the Black Friday sales. Oh my gosh. My phone was like, bing, 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 50% off, 20% off, 30% off. I'm like, okay, take a rest. I mean, it's good, but I'm just like, y'all stressing me out with all these sales. It's too much. Okay, we'll just go in with a little bit of that lighter brown to just blend it up a bit. I kind of took away from what I was doing, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with an even finer angle brush, and we're going to go in with the black. This is my teeny tiny MAC brush that they don't sell anymore. Why? I don't know. I have to find somewhere new that sells like teeny tiny little angle brush. Maybe BK Beauty. Tell me your suggestions for really fine, precise brushes. I know probably a lot of people are going to say Refer. Okay. Is that smoky enough? I don't know. Let's smoke out right here just a tiny bit. Kind of like losing what I just did, but I'm just going to go over it again with the same shades. So this is that third shade on the bottom row, and then I'm going to go in again with that darkest brown on the bottom. I remember I did a look like this for New Year's Eve one time and I loved it. But I also had the sparkle from Makeup Forever, and I don't know if they still sell it. Maybe I should use that. Okay, so now I'm going in with that black again just to kind of smoke this up just a tiny bit. And I think liner is gonna kind of tie this all together too. Okay, so let's go in with Black Market from Urban Decay. Take a break from my ash. This is almost the exact same shade. I really didn't need to buy ash, but I just love that color. And then I'm gonna go on the lower lid as well with the black. It's kind of like a really, really dark charcoal. It's like just a little, sorry, he keeps yawning so loud. Just a little bit lighter than black. And then we will go on the lower lash line. We'll go with that second and third shade. So these two here on the bottom. And then we'll probably just tight line. Well, not tight line, I just did that. But go really close to the lash line with the black and the angled brush. And you might be wanting to do your eyes first if you're gonna do a smoky eye. I always do my face makeup first, and I just can't get used to doing my eyes first, so it's just the way I do this. And then tiny angle brush again with the black and just like hug that lash line, like just go really, really tight to the lash line. Because I don't want to take away from that brown that we have there. But I just want to go kind of like a little less than 3/4 of the way. Maybe like halfway with the black. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a little sparkle. I can't decide. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of this. This again is the How Many Carats, the Diamond Bomb. Just go in with my finger. You can see the sparkle there, and just kind of tap the upper lid. But I'm not really getting what I want from that shade. Like I do want a very subtle sparkle, but I want a little bit more. So I'm gonna go in with Natasha Denona. I Need a Nude palette. I don't know which sparkle I want to use, but I know I want it to be like kind of like that wet look. So maybe let's go in with maybe just like a hint of Muse. That's this one here. What do we think? Maybe just one little touch more. There. I think that's good. And then I will curl the lashes. And I would probably wear lashes with this. I don't have any with me, so I'm just going to do mascara, but I think this would look nice with like a outer corner kind of lash. I'm going to go do my other eye and I'll come back with my mascara on. All right, so eyes are done. Now we're going to do lips. So I think first I'll do a red lip, then I'll do my typical nude lip. I did just go around the lips with the Danessa Myricks palette, that chiseled shade, just to give it kind of like a little contour. I think we'll go in with maybe this shade here, which is Do Whatever by Give. It's kind of like a neutral kind of brownie tone. And then I can't figure out what red I want to do. I was thinking of doing this one by Dior, but it might be like a little too extreme. I have another one from like an actual lipstick, not a liquid lipstick. Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's Walk of No Shame. I'll have to find that one, but I think that's the one. And I feel like it's just a little more calmed down than that one. Don't get me wrong, I do like that one and I've worn it for Christmas.
But with as smoky as my eyes are, I might want to do just a different. I'll try to find that Charlotte Tilbury lip. Okay, so this is Walk of No Shame. So let's see what this looks like. I'm not used to wearing red. It kind of looks weird because I did the contour around my lips. I think I need a lip brush. Maybe I shouldn't have done that contour. It kind of looks weird now. Let me find a lip brush. And I'll try to... I feel like the bottom's fine. It's just the top is looking a little strange. I think I just like went too far up with the... I must be silent when I'm putting a red lip on. Sorry. Okay. So I think that would be the look. But to me, I prefer either doing a smoky eye, like, and a nude lip, or a nude eye and a smoky lip. So I feel like, to me, this is just too much. But I mean, if it's a party, then that's fine. Like, maybe I would even put my hair up or something. Does that look better? I'm not even going anywhere. I'm just trying to see, like, maybe that would look better to me. Like, if we were doing some kind of something with the hair up. Then we're doing a little Christmas look with the red lips. Maybe that would be better. But you know me, I'm gonna go back to my nude lip and I will be right back. Okay, so that red did not want to go away. So I had to put like 5 different lip colors on. First, I put this, which is number 32 from the Sephora collection, the lip cream. Then I put my good old Carol Beige in the matte. Then I put number 40 from, because it looked a little too cool toned. So then I did number 40 by Rimmel. Then I put a gloss on, which is this one here. I think this is Nude Shimmer, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god, I can't read this. It's Nude Shimmer. I know it is. But yeah, so that's what I have on right now. I forgot I wanted to put a little sparkle in the corner of the eye, and then that will complete the look. I think we're gonna do Sheen. Let's do a little Sheen and a little Mia. They're like very similar in tone. Mia is just like a little bit of a cooler toned pink. Sheen has a tiny bit of warmth to it. And maybe we'll just do a touch of this too. Why not? While we're here. This guy. just to give it a little twinkly sparkle in the corner. Don't ask about my hair. I don't know what happened here. I think I'm parting it wrong, but there's a weird cut that happened here. I think it's just my part is messed up, but let's just hide that behind the ear there. So that is the completed look. I hope that you enjoyed. If you wanted to see something, let me know. I think, like I said, mentioned it a billion times already, I'm gonna do a declutter. And maybe like a drugstore or dupes video. But yeah, if you have any other ideas, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I love ya. Have a happy holidays. I'm gonna be back next week, so I don't know why I'm saying that already, but if you're celebrating early, then have a happy holidays. Bye.